for that redemption. Both teams is finding themselves struggling here at MPL ID Season 14. But who will break that curse first? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 1 in this best-of-3 series between the White Tigers and the Three-Faced Masks. Let's get into the Land of Dawn.
This is the entree, ladies and gentlemen, of the 3 matches today. 3-course meal. 3-course meal, and let's see here who will have that first game.
A classic battle of Ling versus Fanny. We only saw this once this season. It was Super Ken versus Kyrie in the jungle. It was Ling Super Ken versus Kyrie on that Fanny. Owen, Quantum Charge. Highs as well with the Quantum Charge. Love to see the talents here, but you know, I actually disagree with the lineup rating. I think Alter Ego should have the draft. A W in the draft. They have so many ways to counter what Evos already have, and ooh, firmness and weapon mastery. Not trying to go for the bully lane against Brands. He's actually going to go for a little bit of a mid-game / late-game build on the Clint.
Let's see who... Oh, wait a second. Owen.
Just both teams here just trading punches early, trying to see who has more cojones. But first minute here, no first blood.
Absolutely. Hana's come in handy when you have an aggressive composition like this, Gani. And especially with the low E, the diversion's got to be great to get these initiators into the flanks. Nino in this matchup, this should be a little bit of a 50-50 matchup, but because they have so much pressure going on in the mid lane, Alter Ego should be able to actually utilize this to rotate around the map and to set up better for the first neutral objective.
Debut pick for Deposit here on the Valentina, and the debut pick for Arlet for Psychots. Let's see how both of these players will be able to perform in this game. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on their shoulders, you know, coming in very late into the season. A lot of eyes on them, a lot of Evos fans hoping that they are the keys, they are the solution to an already struggling White Tiger. But again, here, Owen just charging, opening up vision. And I feel like this first objective will give us a little bit of a telltale as to how the entire game goes. So, who has the better setup right now?
Alter Ego.
No spells triggered here. Let's see here, Alter Ego already establishing their position. That's a good airborne for Psychots. Looking for a kill here, but technically, it is actually Nino who will go down. Now Raul, the backside will survive barely, but that will be Psychots going down. Both XP laners taken down.
Yeah, 1-for-1 trio. Oh, Owen!
That's a good initiation, and Dreams looking to back away.
That was a big outplay by Owen. He was, oh man, Dreams, he was on a sliver of health. Owen, unfortunately, there was still able to get out, and it looks like a complete reset for both of these teams. And this time around, everyone is already at level 4. Nnael, however, is a level ahead of Nnael. Oh, okay, they're at the same level now. But we'll see who is going to be able to take the cake.
I got Snow Flicker, final slash on towards to Dreams, stunning one. Nino survives, and the turtle actually caught by Rondo. Now it's going to be Annabelle looking for the backside, but in the backside, the other side, Nnael free hitting, Psychots 1 HP, and that's a double for Nnael.
Looks free for Alter Ego. It should have been a bit more free there in the first turtle, but Evos were able to really get the job done with Psychots buying so much time. Now we can see that Alter Ego with that lane prio in the mid lane and up top, they were able to get it done. And now it's a 1,700 gold lead. It's going to be really tough for Evos Glory once they lose. I think if they're down 3K, then it'll be very, very scary, because that will be a good position for Alter Ego to actually start invading to take that purple buff away from Nnael.
They're not just down 3K. They're also down in the talent prediction. That was a 4v2. Gani, you're the only one who voted for Evos this time around, but the one thing that I've noticed is Nnael is struggling severely against Owen. This Kufra pick has been very important to the success that Alter Ego have been able to hold on to for the first 4 minutes of the game.
It's the double, the Owen bouncing ball. You know, Fanny doesn't like that bouncing ball.
No.
And also, Edith. Edith, amazing stopper. That's why the Edith first pick is so much value here. You get that flex and, oh, diversion. Nnael?
They sniff Annabelle out. Owen charges, but Annabelle too quick with it. But that will be the orange. Oh, swiper, no swiping. But Nnael is a little bit too tricky with it.
Annabelle?
So all right, but now with no cables left, he will have to recall.
It's going to be tough. Like I said, 3,000. We're actually getting very close to that 3,000 gold lead mark. If they continue like this, by the way, this is really intelligent by Highs. That firmness and weapon mastery to play it safe because there's a Fanny on the other side. He knows that all he needs to do is scale, because if he scales together with the Brands, he will get to his mid-game power spike much faster than Brands, who needs to wait for the 3-item power spike. And now Alter Ego have control. Earlier of the first turtle with top side, they also have the control in the winning lane bottom. So this should be another free neutral objective. No contest. This can actually lead up to a purple buff steal for Alter Ego.
Yeah, I think Nnael here will clear the turtle without retribution. So Owen charges, opening things up. He finds the flicker, but doesn't really find anyone. Psychops being the recipient. Now it's going to be Evos Glory, still having that purple, and Owen heavily punished. No compensation. Sure, they got the turtle, but they got the kill.
They had to actually trade that in. Luckily, Highs is going to be able to munch on that HP on the turret. Should be able to bring it for themselves as well. So another objective being secured in for Alter Ego in the first few minutes of the game. Nino doing really good at zoning. I'm not really sure they know where they are, but wait a second, it's a 1v1.
Oh, Nnael does not want business this early. He just wants the structure, and technically it's a structure to raid.
Man, I am interested to see the item builds. That a Starlium Scythe for the Valentina? Yeah. I rarely see the Starlium Scythe on Valentina, man. I don't know if this is new tech.
Oh, that's a good charge by Owen, and Grease getting 5-man set, but no follow-up. Now it's going to be Alter Ego with the reset, and they have established a 3,000 gold lead.
Let's circle back to that. Starlium Scythe for Valentina. Technically, when she goes in for her dashes, is that considered a basic attack?
Yeah, you do get the basic attack, right? Like even after using your skills, you use the basic attack, but I wonder if this is like a new tech for losing side, right? Because when you're losing, maybe you want that additional damage. We're gonna have to see more. We haven't seen it really work out for Mr. Deposit. Or maybe it's because he wants to capitalize on the Primal Wrath. He wants to steal the Primal Wrath, you get the basic attack after that. Maybe. He has been stealing the Primal Wrath most of the time, so I'm just guessing at this point. Alter Ego, this should be the purple buff contest. Like I said, 3,000 gold lead, they should be able to get this.
See, the retribution level is still up and available though, and it will still fall to the hands of Nnael. Now it's a flicker. Roundel flickers away, but the damage actually, Roundel gets taken down. Now good Numenon Blast catching two, and Nino will be next on the topping block. Evos Glory, they have found their rhythm. Nnael Tempest the Blade trying to survive, but no damage, and he has to back away. That's Evos Glory responding.
He was looking for a Sutsujin play, but I think he was too overwhelmed with the damage output coming in from Evos Glory. Unfortunately, Nnael himself could not win them that team fight. That was a 2-0 trade in favor of Evos.
Yeah, okay, so we saw it. The Primal Wrath. He's been taking the Primal Wrath, utilizing it really well. So the Starlium side is for the specific game only. It's not like a always build on the Valentina. It's just really good if you have an Edith on the other side of the map. But Alter Ego definitely overstayed their welcome there, man. Owen.
Good reaction. And that is going to be Alter Ego still just toning it down. They know the Lord is up here. And they know that Evos Glory they can respond to.
We can also see the glimpses of, mistakes here from Alter Ego, going for that purple buff. It was a good move at the start, but then they overcommitted definitely. The purple buff was just to bait out, either steal or bait out the retribution. Nnael used the retry, that should have been a free turtle, but they rotated a bit too late. Nnael was also nowhere near that purple buff, so it just looks very, very odd. But for Alter Ego, I get the idea. It's good. They just need to fix that execution, and it's still 3,000 goldies, so technically not the end of the world. They gotta be careful though, because Depezet is very, very scary. Every time he steals that Primal Wrath, he's doing a lot of damage.
But right now, Nnael is 3 levels ahead of Nnael, so that's definitely an advantage that they can work with.
Oh, Owen catching two, but the Purify comes in, but Owen and Cyclops will not survive. Nino on the backside will fall, but the Lord falls in hands of Nnael. Dreams next on the chopping block. Brands trying to survive, and Nnael, will he want more? Will he get more diversion play? Spots Nnael, but it seems like Alter Ego, they will have to be satisfied with taking two.
Yeah, 2-for-1 trade, but they also get the Lord. So that's essentially Alter Ego getting a 3-for-1 trade. Again, Nnael is busy. He is doing work. There's a lot on his shoulders right now. And the fact that he was able to get that advantage in the EXP lane was also very vulnerable. But talk us through what else happened.
It was just Alter Ego utilizing their composition that is clearly better when it comes to controlling neutral objectives, and in the mid game, this is their power spike. Man, usually you actually see the Clint go for Heptacy's first item. Heis, this is really good for him. He went for the Endless Battle and the BOD, knowing that he doesn't really want to play super aggressive in lane. So the Heptacy's is not important. He wants to go for the build that enhances the weapon mastery that he already has. And now, in the mid game, he's much more of an oppressive force than you would expect with a Heptacy's. He's going to the Melphic Roar too, so capitalizing on Evos Glory's lack of frontliners, the only two frontliners who have a Dreadnought armor are going to be melted once that Melphic Roar gets built up.
I mean, he is the GOAT, right?
Gani's GOAT.
He is Gani's GOAT. And it looks like Gani's GOAT is going in.
See here, Tempest Blade early. Structure still stands, it will fall. Cyclops flickers out. Good stun! But the damage isn't there for Evos Glory. And Nnael, they will clear the Lord down, but they will lose a structure in doing so.
This is a 6,400 gold lead that three-face masks have actually built for themselves. And they also take that inhibitor turret in the bottom lane, which will favor them later on, as both of these teams are going to start corralling over the Lord.
Exactly, and it's going to be very tough. Despite Evos having these heroes that can actually play in the side lane, Brands and Nnael, they won't have the proper resources to really play in the side lane. Nnael will 100% get rid of Brands in every single skirmish, and Nnael without a purple buff, it's not really a Fanny, isn't it? It's more of a... I'm thinking of a hero here, but I can't really think of anything. Fanny without purple buff, especially 3 levels down.
Like Aaron early season?
Useless, just screaming? That's pretty harsh, Shade Turner, you know? I don't know, man. I don't think we go that far. I don't think we say that Aaron season 1. That's pretty low. I think more like
Season 3.
that's. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. There, season 3. There's still some usage here, and he can get the purple buff. He can still go for that form. This would have been very meta if he used the Mikasa skin, but Nnael has his own mind, man.
But what about now? What about now? If we're talking about power spikes, are Evos there yet? Is Brands there yet,
Nope.
maybe?
I don't think so. Again, when it comes to these power spikes, Brands should have hit it much earlier. The fact that he hit this 3-item power spike at like the 11:50 minute mark means that he is severely behind. He needs to win the nature now before he can really do anything. He's already building towards that win the nature. Heis will be able to just demolish him. If it's not Heis, it's Roundel. Psychots.
Oh, one bouncing ball. Evos Glory. They want to contest. That's a good cancellation. Teams Northern Blast, but Owen, a lot of damage in the backside. Nnael giving damage towards Browns and finding 1 and 2. Will he find the hat trick? He will find the cripple. Looking for the Maniac, and he will find the Maniac as well. That's Nnael putting the nail in the coffin.
That's a wiped out, ladies and gentlemen, for the three-face mask against the White Tigers. Nnael, he didn't even have to do that. He is 3 levels ahead of Nnael, 2 levels ahead of Nnael. But with all that, again, Nnael doing everything he can for his team.
It's going to be close. Alter Ego, the waves are up. But the members of Evos Glory, they're not. And Alter Ego, with this, they will secure game 1.